Hi children, welcome back to social science class. Last class we studied about Harappan civilization. We studied which are the important features of Harappan culture. We studied about how they maintained their street, then studied how they constructed their houses, about their drainage system, about granaries, about great bath, then how craft work that was done Harappan people, that everything we studied in the last class. Today we will study some other features of Harappan civilization, how they did trading activities, that today we will study. So trade in Harappa. So children, many granaries, numerous seals, regulated weight and measures excavated by the archaeologists from different sites of Harappa. So what I told children, granaries and numerous seals, regulated weight and measures excavated by the archaeologists from different sites of Harappa. From this we can conclude that Harappan people did trading activities. They maintained a good trading activities. From this we can conclude that, and considerable trade was conducted. Considerable trade was conducted in stone, metal, shell, etc. Stone, metal, shell, etc. All the necessary raw materials that not existed in town. So you know, for the craft work and all, they need lot of raw materials. All the raw materials not existed in the towns. So what they did, they want many raw materials, so they got this type of raw material from distant places. So they collected raw material for their craft work from distant places. For example, they got copper. They got copper from K3 mines of Rajasthan, from where they copper obtained to the Harappan people. K3 mines, okay, copper they got from K3 mines, K3 mines of Rajasthan, okay, and tin they got from Afghanistan, tin they got from Afghanistan. Copper they obtained from K3 mines of Rajasthan. Tin they got from Afghanistan. Okay, so what ma'am told, I think you got, they collected raw materials from distant places. Okay, and many other objects also, many other raw materials also they got from distant places. For example, lapis lazuli. Actually, lapis lazuli is a blue stone, okay, a type of a blue stone. It is used for making lapis object. That also they got from distant places. They got it from distant places. And Harappan people, they did not use metal money. Okay, they didn't use metal money. Instead of that, using money, what they followed? They followed barter system. Okay, instead of using money, what they followed? They followed barter system. What is barter system means? Barter system means exchanging goods to goods. Okay, if I am cultivating lot of wheat, if I want rice, what I will do? I will collect some wheat and I will meet rice cultivator. I will give my wheat to that rice cultivator and I will collect rice from him. Okay, so that method, exchanging goods to goods, that is known as barter system. Okay, so now you understood children, Harappan people used metal money? No, instead of using money, what method they used? They followed barter system, exchanging goods to goods, exchanging goods to goods, that is known as barter system. Okay, and Harappan seal, I told you many seals, Harappan seals excavated from Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia starting itself, I am told, another Bronze Age civilization. Okay, that civilization is flourished near the river Tigris and Euphrates. Okay, so that is another civilization, Mesopotamian civilization. So many seals, Harappan seals excavated from Mesopotamia. Okay, from this what knowledge you got? We can conclude that Harappan people maintained trade relation with the Mesopotamia. Okay, otherwise how the Harappan seal will reach in Mesopotamia? Okay, so many of these type of seal, Harappan seal excavated by the archaeologists from Mesopotamia. From this we can conclude that Harappan people maintained a trade relation with the Mesopotamia. Okay, and Mesopotamian people called Harappans as Meluha. Okay, Meluha. Mesopotamian people called Harappans as Meluha. Okay, so these are the main point you want to know about trade. Okay, trade in Harappa. Okay, so ma'am told many evidence archaeologists got like granaries, numerous seals, regulated weight and measures. From all these, archaeologists concluded that Harappan people did trading activities. Stone, metal, shell, these all trade was conducted during the time of Harappan period, and they want more raw material. Okay, enough raw material sometimes not got from their own towns, so they want more raw materials that they collected, that type of different types of raw material from distant places. Ma'am told copper they obtained from K3 mines of Rajasthan. Tin they got from Afghanistan. Lapis lazuli, what is lapis lazuli? A blue stone. Okay, that also they collected from distant places. They didn't use metal money. Instead of metal money, what they used? They followed barter system, exchanging goods to goods. I think children you got. Okay, our next topic is about Harappan script. What is the speciality of Harappan script? Harappan script was pictographic. Harappan script was pictographic. What is pictographic means? Script in the form of pictures. Pictographic means script in the form of pictures. Okay, in which each letter stands for some objects or idea. Many pictures will be there, that each picture depicts some ideas. Okay, so what about Harappan script? Harappan script was pictographic. Pictographic means script in the form of pictures. Script in the form of pictures. Each pictures depict some objects or ideas. Okay, writing was done by using pointed stick in soft clay. By using pointed stick, they wrote in clay, and in used sharp tools. Also used sharp tools on stone or metal. Writing in stone or metal, they used sharp tools, and writing on in soft clay, they used pointed stick. And many specialities there. Harappan script had many specialities. Their script they wrote from right to left. Okay, so what about Arabic? How you are writing? You know, right to left. In the same way, Harappan script also wrote right to left. Okay, and this script has not been deciphered yet. Not deciphered yet. It means it not succeeded in understanding. Yet it not succeeded in understanding. So these are the speciality of Harappan script. So what are the main point ma'am told about Harappan script? Script is pictographic. Pictographic means script in the form of picture, and in which each letter stands for some objects or idea, and writing was done by using pointed stick in the soft clay and sharp tools used on stone or metal, and script was written from right to left. And another speciality of Harappan script, script has not been deciphered yet. Not deciphered yet means not succeeded in understanding, yet it is not understood. Okay, so that is about Harappan script. Now we will study our next feature of Harappan civilization. It is about Harappan seal. Harappan seals. Harappan seals. Thousands of seals have been found from different parts. Okay, different parts or different Indus Valley sites. Different types of seals were excavated by the archaeologists, and most of these seals were short inscription with different pictures of buffalo, rhinoceros, god, elephant, tiger, crocodiles, etc. So many seals were excavated by the archaeologists from different sites of Harappa, and these seals actually, it mainly, most of these seals have inscriptions. Okay, most of these seals have short inscription with the pictures of different animals like buffalo, rhinoceros, goat, elephant, tigers, crocodiles, etc. Seals are mainly made of steatite and faience. It is a type of soft mineral. So that soft mineral is used for making seal. And seal is mainly used for stamping by authority. In our school, you know, we are in official work and all using different type of stamping, okay, or different type of seals are used for stamping. In the same way, Harappan people, they also used different types of seals. Okay, so these seals are mainly used for stamping by people authority. Okay, people in authority, authoritarian people, they used seal for stamping. Okay, so this is about Harappan seals. Thousands of seals were excavated from different sites of Harappa, and these seals contain the pictures or depicted the pictures of different animals that ma'am told, and these seals are made with soft minerals called steatite or faience, and these seals are used by the people, those who are authority. Okay, stamping in the authoritarian people, used for stamping by people in authority. So this is about Harappan seal. Our next topic is about agriculture. Okay, Harappan agriculture. Next one, agriculture. How they did agricultural activities. So we already learned agriculture was the most important activity of Harappan people. Agriculture was the most important occupation of Harappan people. They mainly cultivated wheat and barley. So which are the main crops they cultivated? Wheat and barley. Okay, wheat and barley. Not only wheat and barley, they cultivated many other crops. Okay, like rice, mustard, etc. So different types of other crops also they cultivated. But which is the main crop they cultivated? Wheat and barley. And many furrows. Furrows means plowshare. Okay, plowshare have been discovered from Kalibangan. Kalibangan is one of the site, Harappan site, and from Kalibangan many evidence or many archaeologists excavated furrows. Furrows means already ma'am told plowshare. Okay, wooden plowshare, they mainly used wooden plows. So this was excavated by the archaeologists from Kalibangan. From this we can conclude that these people did agricultural activity. Okay, stone sickles, they used stone sickles used for harvesting the crops. For harvesting the crop, they used stone sickles, and most of the production, they cultivated crops, ma'am told, and they farmed farm production, that is they produced enough food they produced for their own use, not only for the inhabitants of villages. Okay, not only for the inhabitants of villages, but also to feed the people of towns. So the village, those who are living inside or the countryside, they produced enough. Okay, they produced enough, and not only for villages, they produced enough for to the people in the towns. Okay, so this is about agriculture in Harappa. Most of the people or important occupation of the people was agriculture, and they mainly cultivated wheat and barley. Furrows or the plowshare, it was excavated by archaeologists from Kalibangan. That was the evidence, that was one evidence we can tell Harappan people did agricultural activity. Otherwise, for what purpose plow will be used? So you know, children, plows mainly used for what purpose? Agricultural purpose. From this we can conclude that Harappan people did agriculture. Okay, not only wheat and barley, they cultivated rice, mustard, different types of crops, and they produced enough, farmers produced enough to feed not only in the village inhabitants of villages, but also to feed the people of towns. So that is about agriculture in Harappa. Next, our topic is about religion in Harappa. So ma'am told many buildings excavated by the archaeologists from different sites of Harappa. Anyway children, not any religious buildings identified from the sites. Ma'am told many sites they excavated the evidence of many buildings, but these buildings not identified as any religious building. Okay, many evidences of female figurines that excavated by the archaeologists. From these different sites of Harappa, many female figurines, evidences of many female figurines that was excavated by the archaeologists from different sites of Harappa. From this we can conclude that this female figure, they were worshipped. Okay, these female figure were worshipped by the Harappan people. Okay, and nowadays you know Hindu religious people, they are worshipping many gods, and it was believed that these Hindu gods may have their origin from Harappan civilization. These Hindu gods may have their origin from Harappan time. Okay, and many seals also excavated by the archaeologists. These seals represent male deity or male god, and these male gods seal, ma'am told, discovered by the archaeologist, and it was identified as the god Shiva. Okay, it was identified as the god Shiva. So this is only about the religion of Harappan people. Okay, next our last topic, it is about the decline of Indus Valley civilization. Anyway, ma'am told you it is a big, large urban civilization. It was existed in which century? 3000 BCE to 1800 BCE. Okay, due to many reasons this civilization declined. Now we are going to study what are the reasons historians are telling for the decline of Indus Valley civilization. What are the causes for the decline of Indus Valley civilization? Historians are telling that, ma'am told, where this civilization was flourished near the river Indus. That is why this civilization is known as Indus Valley civilization. Okay, so some historians are telling that river dried up. Okay, river dried up, that was the reason. Okay, that was the reason for the decline of Indus Valley civilization. River dried up. Okay, and some other historians, historians telling that river changed its course. River changed its course and it led to flood in some areas and drought in another areas. That was another reason for the decline of Indus Valley civilization. River changed its course means, you know children, river will flow. Okay, when the river, historians are telling that river changed its course, and what happened? It led to flood in some area and drought in another area. That became the reason for the decline of Indus Valley civilization. River changed its course. its course. Okay, that led to flood in some areas and drought in another area. Some historians telling that due to deforestation, large cutting of trees, what happened? Due to deforestation, Indus Valley civilization was declined. Okay, some historians are telling due to deforestation. Deforestation means cutting of trees. Large scale deforestation happened. That is the reason. That was the reason Indus Valley civilization declined. Okay, and some other historians are telling that some environmental disaster happened during that time. What happened? Some environmental disaster happened. It affected the crop. So what happened due to this disaster? Crop failed. Due to the crop failure, what happened? The civilization was declined. Okay, so some people, some historians are telling that what happened? Some environmental disaster or some natural disaster happened. Some natural disaster happened. Due to this disaster, what happened? Crop failure. Crop failed. Okay, cultivation. It affected cultivation. Due to that reason, Indus Valley civilization was declined. And many other historians are telling that due to some spreading diseases, this civilization was declined. Due to some spreading diseases. Anyway, skeletal remains shows that many people died. Many people died from malaria. Many people died from malaria, a disease that is spread by mosquito. Okay, skeletal remains shows that many people died. Why they died? Because of a disease, malaria. Okay, a disease spread by mosquito. That was another reason. Anyway, however, there is no any evidence for any war or mass killing. Though there was not had any evidence of mass killing. Okay, of mass killing or any war. Due to any war or mass killing, the Harappan civilization is declined. There was no evidence about that. Okay, so these are the reasons historians are telling. Many other reasons also telling. Trade with Mesopotamia, that was stopped. It became some reason. And drainage, what happened to this drainage? Drainages are blocked. So many reasons historians are telling for the decline of Indus Valley civilization. Anyway, you know, children, a great civilization that was flourished near the river valley of Indus that gradually declined. Okay, now we have to study some important sites of Harappa. I am already told you Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are the two important Indus Valley sites excavated by the archaeologists. Okay, now we will study which are the important sites excavated by the archaeologists. Harappan sites excavated by the archaeologists from India. Okay, so three important sites now ma'am will tell you. Kalibangan, Dholavira, Lothal. Okay, Kalibangan, Dholavira, Lothal. Okay, many other sites also there. Now you study these three. Okay, Kalibangan, Dholavira, Lothal. These are the three important sites. Okay, that archaeologists excavated from India. Okay, Kalibangan is in Rajasthan. Where is Kalibangan? Kalibangan is in Rajasthan. Then Dholavira and Lothal both is in Gujarat. Dholavira and Lothal both is in Gujarat. Many other many not only these children, many sites were excavated by the archaeologist. Changodaro, okay, many are there. Banavali, many. Okay, so ma'am now we will study this enough for you. Okay, so Kalibangan, Dholavira, Lothal, these are the three important sites excavated by the archaeologists from India. Don't forget children, Kalibangan is in Rajasthan, Dholavira and Lothal is in Gujarat. Speciality of Lothal is a port city. Okay, port city in Harappa. Now everybody take your textbook for doing textual exercise. Page number 35, section A, fill in the blanks. The Indus Valley civilization existed between 3000 BCE and dash 1800 BCE. Second one, dash and dash were two main sites of the Indus Valley civilization, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Third one, the script of the Harappan remains undeciphered. Fourth one, a seal representing a male deity has been identified as the ancestor of god dash Shiva, god Shiva. Dash is the most distinctive artifact of the Indus Valley civilization. Seals is the most distinctive artifact of the Indus Valley civilization. Now B section, match the following. First column you can see seal, citadel, lapis lazuli, mother goddess, Lothal. Column B, a port city, a blue colored precious gemstone, terracotta figurines, inscribed clay tablets. Then last one, a raised part of the city surrounded by wall. So first one, seal. First one we can mark inscribed clay tablet. Second one, citadel, a raised part of the city surrounded by wall. Third one, lapis lazuli. What is lapis lazuli? A blue colored precious gemstone. Third one, mother goddess, terracotta figurine. With terracotta they made figures. Okay, so mother goddess, terracotta figurine. Then Lothal is a port city. Okay, so we studied about the Indus Valley civilization. Okay, mini point, what are the features of Indus Valley civilization, everything we studied in this chapter. I think this chapter is clear to you. If you have any doubt, ask me. We will meet in the next class.